Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Nuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we are going to do this beautiful pattern. Now you can use this pattern as your keychain or as a wall hanging, and I've used my 50% of a cotton and a 50% acrylic yarn. I've used a blend of a yarn, and for this one I've used my 3 mm of the hook. So let's begin. Okay, so now for this pattern I'm gonna make these eyes for the first, so that we can later on attach these eyes with our project. So for the eyes we're gonna use our white yarn. So take your white yarn and make a magic circle. So just put your yarn around your fingers like this, make an X here and in this position, and now insert your hook in this way. Grab your yarn and now chain one here. Now this chain one will not count as any stitches. I'm not going to count this chain one as any stitch. This is only to secure this magic circle, and my magic circle is ready. And now into this magic circle we're going to do 12 single crochets. So insert your hook into your magic circle, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Again, that's our first single crochet, and that's second single crochet, 3, and this is my 12th single crochet, and that's it. Made my 12 single crochets. Now pull your yarn and pull your yarn a little bit tight, and that's it, it's here. Now insert your hook into your first single crochet. Now this is my first single crochet. Insert your hook into your first single crochet, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. And now you can cut the yarn, and always remember to leave a longer tail because later on we have to attach our eyes with our project. So just cut a little longer tail and secure your last stitch. Now here I'm going to tighten up this eye a little bit more, and it's here. Now I'm going to make a knot at the back with this 2 strain of yarns. So just make a couple of knots here at the back, and that's it. Another knot, and that's it, it's secure now. Now for this black pupil in the middle of the eye, if you have a buttoned eye with you, you can insert your button eye into this circle, and that's it. You can stick it and that's gonna be all right. If you don't have a button eye, we are gonna make this eye with the help of black yarn. So for that, take your black yarn, cut a longer piece here, a longer piece of yarn, and now make a knot at the end here. Now I'm gonna make around 3 to 4 knots. So just make about 3 to 4 knots here at the end. That's 1. That's 4. And try to overlap your knots. So whenever you're making another knot, just try to make it on top of your previous knot. So it's 2, 3, and 4. And now this is the front portion of my eye, and this is the back portion of my eye. So I will just take out my needle from the middle here, from the back side, like this. Now here we're gonna make a French note. So for the French note, just put your needle in this way and put your yarn around your needle for about 3 times. So it's 1, 2 and 3. And now insert your needle back somewhere here. Remember not to go in the middle where we have taken out this yarn. Just go somewhere else and take out your black yarn. And that's it. Your eye is ready. Now just try to make a knot at the back. That's it. Your eye is ready. You can cut this yarn now. And this part will go inside. So don't worry, this will not come out. This part will go inside when we will attach our this eye with our work. And that's it. So your eyes are ready. And try to make about 4 eyes, as we are going to need 2 here and 2 at the back. If you're doing it only for the one part, just make 2 eyes. That's going to be enough. And that's it. Now let's begin our main project here. So for that one, I'm going to use my this blend of a yarn. Now this yarn is 50% acrylic and a 50% cotton yarn. You can use your 100% cotton yarn, or you can use your 100% acrylic yarn, or any other yarn you want. And I'm going to use my same 3mm of the hook. So for that one, I'm going to make one more magic circle here. So for the magic circle, just put your yarn around your finger, make an X here, and put your yarn in this position. Now insert your hook in this way, grab your yarn, and that's it. And now we are going to chain up 3 here. So just chain up 3, 1, 2 and 3. This 3 chain will count as our first double crochet. Now yarn over and make another 4 double crochet into this magic circle. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now we're going to leave this yarn like this. So take out your hook from your 5th double crochet. Now this first chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and another 4 double crochet. So in total we have 5 double crochets here. Now we are going to insert our hook into our 3rd chain from the beginning. So as we have made our 3 chains here for our first double crochet, insert your hook into your 3rd chain. So it's 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to insert my hook into my 3rd chain. And now I'm going to grab my yarn, which I just left at my 5th double crochet, and will pull my yarn through my 3rd chain. Like this. That's it. And our first popcorn is ready for our this popcorn stitch. Now here we are gonna chain up 2. So it's 1 and 2. And now again we're gonna insert our hook into our this magic circle, and we're gonna make another 5 double crochets into this magic circle. So just yarn over and make your first double crochet, and here it is. We have our 5 double crochet. Now again I'm gonna leave this yarn here on my 5th double crochet, and we'll go to my first double crochet. So this is my first double crochet, and we'll insert my hook into my this first double crochet, and we'll grab my yarn and we'll pull it through my first double crochet, and that's our another popcorn stitch. Now we're going to repeat this pattern through this first round. We're going to chain up 2, and we're going to make another 3 popcorn stitches for our first round. So in total we're going to need 5 popcorn stitches, plus after every popcorn stitch we're going to chain up 2. So it's 2 chains here, 2 chains here, and then another popcorn stitch into this magic circle, and another chain 2. And I'm going to meet you after my 5th popcorn stitch. And here it is. I have my first round completed with my 5 popcorn stitches, and I'm going to chain up 2 here. And now I will insert my hook into my this first chain. So this is my first chain. I'll grab my yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. And that's it. This is my end of my first round. I'm gonna pull my this loose end a little bit tight, like this. And now for round number 2, we're gonna change the color. So for that one, take the second color, the white color. And now insert your hook into your this chain 2 space. Remember, we are here on our first chain. Insert your hook into this chain 2 space and grab your yarn, this second color, the white color, grab it and make a slip knot, a slip stitch here. Like this. Now attach and make a slip stitch, and now here we're going to chain up 3. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and now this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet. Now yarn over and insert your hook into that same chain 1 space here, grab your yarn and make another 4 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in total we have our 5 double crochets here. This first chain 3 is our first double crochet. Now insert your hook into your third chain. So it's 1, 2 and 3. I'll insert my hook into my third chain and will grab my yarn through my first double crochet, which is my third chain, like this. Now chain up to 1 and 2, yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space again here, and here again we're going to make another puff stitch. So make your 5 double crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, like this. And now insert your hook into your first double crochet and grab your yarn through your first double crochet. It's your 1 and 2 chains. Skip this next puff stitch. So we are not going to work on this puff stitch. Yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 2 space. So this is your chain 2 space. Insert your hook into your chain 2 space, grab your yarn, and we're going to make another 2 puff stitches here. So for the first puff stitch we're going to make another 5 double crochets. So it's 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Leave this. Insert your hook into your first double crochet and grab your yarn and pull your yarn through your first double crochet and chain 2. Again yarn over and insert your hook into that same chain 2 space and make another 5 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Leave this yarn, insert your hook into your first double crochet and grab your yarn and pull your yarn through your first double crochet and then chain 2. And now skip this puff stitch, and again we're going to make another 2 puff stitches into this chain 2 space and keep on repeating this pattern. So keep on doing this, and by the end of this round, round number 2, we're going to have our 10 puff stitches. And here it is. I have made my 10 puff stitches, and that's going to be my last chain 2. And now I'm going to insert my hook into my first chain here. We're going to grab the yarn and we'll make my slip stitch here. Now again I'm going to change the color of the yarn, and to attach my first color I will insert my hook into my this chain 2 space next to this. So this is our first chain and this is our chain 2. So just insert your hook into your second chain space and just take your second color and pull your second color through all your loops, and that's going to be your slip stitch, and that's how we attach our yarn. That's it. And now chain up 3 here, 1, 2, 3, and now we're gonna repeat our this second round for this our third round. So yarn over and insert your hook into that same chain 2 space and do your another 4 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. leave your yarn and insert your hook into your third chain. And now grab your yarn and just pull your yarn through your third chain, and that's it. That's your first puff stitch. Chain 2, 1 and 2. Now do another puff stitch into that same chain 2 space. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Leave your yarn, insert your hook into your first double crochet and grab your yarn through your first double crochet. Chain 2, and that's it. We're going to repeat our this round 2 for this round number 3. So we're going to skip this puff stitch and we're going to insert our hook directly into this chain 2 space, yarn over, insert your hook and make another 5 double crochets to make 1 puff stitch, and then chain 2, and keep on repeating it. And by the end of this round, we're going to have our 20 puff stitches, and after every puff stitch we're going to have our chain 2 space, and that's it. And I'm going to meet you at the end here. Okay, and here it is. I've made my this third row and my 20th puff stitch here. I'm going to chain up 2 for the very last time, and we'll insert my hook into my this first chain, and we'll grab my yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. And that's it. This is the end of our round number 3. You can cut the yarn, the white yarn, if you want, and later on we're going to put our loose end in. So that's it. Now we are going to chain up 1 here. So chain 1, and now we're going to do 2 single crochets into this chain 2 space, the next chain 2 space. So insert your hook into this chain 2 space and do your 2 single crochets. It's 1 and 2, and together we are going to need 9 single crochets on this round. So that's our first 2 single crochets. Now we are going to skip this puff stitch here, and we are going to insert our hook into this chain 2 space, and we're going to make another 2 single crochets here. So that's 3 and 4. Again, we're going to skip this puff stitch and into this chain 2 space another 2 single crochets. So it's 5 and 6. Again, we're going to skip this puff stitch, and into this chain 2 space we're going to do another 2 single crochets. So it's 7 and 8. So in total we have 8 single crochets here. And now we are going to skip this puff stitch, and we're going to insert our hook into this chain 2 space, and here we're going to have only 1 single crochet. So insert your hook into this chain 2 space, grab your yarn and make your 1 single crochet only here, not 2 single crochets. Here it is. And after this, our 3 rounds, I'm going to count this as my first row. So for the first row I have my 9 single crochets, and now for the second row I'm going to chain up 1 and will turn my work here. And now I'm going to have 1 single crochet on each stitch. So I'm going to have 9 single crochets for this row number 2, and then I'm going to repeat this row number 2 until row number 4. So each row we will have our 9 single crochets, 1 single crochet on each stitch, and I'm going to meet you after my row number 4. So this is my row number 2, chain 1, turn your work and repeat your row number 2. So it's 1 single crochet on each stitch, and I'm going to meet you after my row number 4. Okay, so after my row number 4, now for the row number 5, I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to chain up 4 here. So just it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. So for the row number 5, we are going to chain up 4, and now yarn over twice on your hook like this, and insert your hook into your first stitch, the first stitch where we have made this chain 4. So just insert your hook into your first stitch, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's our first treble crochet. So chain 4 and a first treble crochet into the first stitch. Into the next stitch we're going to do 1 double crochet. So yarn over and insert your hook into your next stitch and make your 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch we're going to have our 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into your next stitch, grab your yarn and pull your yarn through all your 3 loops, and that's a half double crochet. Now into the next stitch we're going to have 1 single crochet. So that's our 1 single crochet. And into the next stitch we're going to have 1 slip stitch. So just grab your yarn and pull your yarn through all your loops, and that is your slip stitch in the middle. Now into the next stitch we're going to have 1 single crochet. Into the next stitch 1 half double crochet. Into the next stitch 1 double crochet, and into the next stitch yarn over twice and do your 1 treble crochet, like this, and now chain up 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now insert your hook into that same stitch. So this is the stitch where you have made your treble crochet. Insert your hook into that same stitch, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here, like this. And now we're gonna chain 1. Now this chain 1 we are going to count as our first single crochet, and we are going to insert our hook. We are going to leave this first row. This is our first row, and we are going to insert our hook into this second row, this space here. Inside this space, grab your yarn and make a single crochet here, and into this second space make your second single crochet, and into this space chain 2 space. Remember, where we have made our 1 single crochet only, the 9th single crochet, we're going to insert our hook into that same space. We'll grab the yarn and we'll make our next single crochet into that chain 2 space. So here we have our 4 single crochets. Remember, chain 1 we count as our first single crochet, then another 3 single crochets here. And now we're going to skip this puff stitch from the previous round, and into this chain 2 space we're going to make another 2 single crochets and keep on repeating it. So skip this puff stitch, and into this next chain 2 space make 2 single crochets and keep on repeating it. And I'm going to meet you at the end here, and here it is. I have my 2 single crochets into each chain 2 space, and now this is my last 2 single crochets. So it's 1 and 2, and now we are here where we have started our this single crochets on this round. Now here, as this is our first round, I'm going to insert my hook here into this first round, and we'll make my 1 single crochet into this second row, second single crochet, and into this third row I'm going to make my 3rd single crochet, and into this 4th row I'm going to make my 4th single crochet. So another 4 single crochet here on this side, and now I'm going to chain up 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. So my chain 4, and I'm going to skip this chain 4. I'm not going to work on this chain 4, and I will directly insert my hook into this treble crochet. So this is the treble crochet, and I will insert my hook into this treble crochet. We'll grab my yarn and we'll make my first single crochet here, and into the next 3 stitches we are going to do 1 single crochet on each stitch. So it's 1, 2 and 3. So our first treble crochet we have our 1 single crochet. On top of this double crochet we have 1 single crochet. On top of this half double crochet we have our 1 single crochet, and on top of this single crochet, we have our 1 single crochet. Now we are here on our slip stitch. So this one was our slip stitch. I'm going to insert my hook into my slip stitch, grab my yarn, and we'll make another slip stitch on top of that slip stitch. Now next 4 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet on each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now we're going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now remember, we have chain 1 here, so this is our chain 1. I'm going to insert my hook into this chain 1 space, and we'll grab my yarn and we'll make my slip stitch here. And this is the end of this round, and the work looks like this. Now I'm going to cut my yarn, secure my last stitch, and I'm going to put this loose end in, and I'm going to put this loose ends in. Remember not to make it too tight, or anyway this thing is going to go in, because we're going to make another part and we're going to attach that 2 parts. So just somehow keep them inside, and I will tell you how to do the eyes and the nose here. Okay, so now for this eyes and for this mouth, just take your needle and your black yarn. So this is the black yarn, this is my black yarn from my previous work, and insert your needle here in the middle. Now remember, you have 9 stitches here, so you can count 4 stitches on each side and you can find out your middle stitch. Just take out your yarn in this way and insert your needle somewhere here on your 3rd row, somewhere like this. And here it is, it's almost done. And that's it, it's done. And now we can make a knot here at the back. That's it, you can cut your yarn now. Now I'm not gonna make this loose end in, because anyway our second part is coming and it's gonna be 2 together, so we don't need to do that. And now for the eyes, just have your eye in this way, have a needle on it, and just put your eyes here and attach your eyes with your main project this way. And that's it, your one eye is attached. And for this one, you can make a little knot here. So that your eye will be secure. now you can cut your yarn. Similarly, I'm just going to cut this loose end, the smaller part, to keep everything inside. With the second eye, just do exactly the same. And here it is. We got our this two parts. And now we're going to attach this two parts here like this. So for that, I'm going to insert my hook here, and I'll grab my white yarn and we'll insert this and we'll attach this yarn, and I'm going to chain up one here. And now we have exactly the same stitches on both the sides, so just keep on doing one single crochet on each stitch and take both the sides and make one single crochet. Here again, insert your hook into your next single crochet, and here again into this next single crochet. Grab both the sides and make your one single crochet. So keep on doing one single crochet on each stitch from this previous round and attach both the parts like this. Take both the parts and make one single crochet on each stitch and go all the way around, and I'm gonna meet you here so that I will tell you how to do this head part. And here I am right here. After this circle, we are on this top part. So here, just insert your hook into your next stitch and keep on doing your single crochets. One single crochet on each stitch. Take both the parts. And now we are here on this chain 4 part. Remember, we have chain 4 on both the sides. So just grab both the chains and make 2 single crochets here on this chain 4 side, like this. Now again, insert your hook into your treble crochet and make 1 single crochet on each stitch for the next 4 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. So we are here, and now we have come here on our slip stitches. So both the sides we have our slip stitch. Now insert your hook into that slip stitch on both the side, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. Remember, not a single crochet, make a slip stitch here. And now chain up 30 here, 30, 1, 2, 3, 28, 29 and 30. So that's 30 chains, and I will insert my hook into that same slip stitch. So insert your hook into that same slip stitch and make one more slip stitch over there. That's up your work. And here it is, your loop is done. And now next 4 stitches we're going to do 1 single crochet on each stitch, on both the sides. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now on this chain 4 on both the sides, again we're going to do 2 single crochets. One and 2. And again we're going to do 1 single crochet on each stitch. That's it. And insert your hook into your chain 1 space and grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. Here it is, and now I'm going to cut my yarn and secure my last stitch. And now put your loose ends inside. If you want to make a knot here, just make a knot here. And take your needle and just put this loose end in. And here it is. It's ready. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.